to like push down through buildings, take team fight after team fight. With the Templar Assassin advantage too, taking Roshan is not as quick as what we saw Alliance do in the last game, but it's still very... Either that or they're assuming that she didn't get meld.
Okay, well they're tired of Keeper like constantly spamming out their lane.
They can come in from behind, but Mad running to the trees. It's going to reveal the fact he's got support over here, but he had no other choice. And now in comes Loda with a crossover on Boogie. Admiral is going to come and join the fight, and Boogie will be the first man down. Trick's not in a great position, out of mana, out of Rocket Barrage, and blocked with the body so much with the Treants. And that'll be 2 kills going to Alliance. A successful offlane, and Mad living with a beastic of life on that offlane.
Similarly to last game, the problem is their heroes can't farm that fast. Like Bloodseeker is mediocre, TA is okay, but just doesn't have the hook.
And comes down. Pycat going to go for Trixie. The Rocket Barrage is there with the Wrath of Nature. Prophet, the Sprout's going to be there. He's still in a loop. He had a tango to get himself out, but it took too long. Allowed Pycat to finish the job. Especially you. Is that the better option?
I think
here?
The safer option is always like phase drums. I'm not. I mean, TA hasn't been that popular recently, but I just don't think she's gonna have. I think she's gonna have issues surviving.
Speaking of surviving, you've already lost the Bloodseeker. It was the Wrath of Nature kicking through the mid that let us know. And up on the top lane, Alliance find themselves more kills. 5 to daytime.
They need to put pressure.
Well, Pycat's going to be the first one to do it. He got the vision over on Boogie by throwing down that remnant, and they want to jump over on the Tumberman. It's still daytime, so it's not the greatest time for Mad to be fighting. The Illumina forcing it back with the Wrath of Nature, pick up by Arcade. She's stunning up the Temple Assassin, so we can't follow it straight away, and Arcade cannot TP out in time. But 5 heroes from 4AFC end up on this top lane.
It's not around anymore, so...
Yeah, they're TPing in the Slaughter.
Oh, the nice blocks, Pycat.
He needs to slow him down a little bit further. But they knows it because Slaughter ran straight past the creep wave. So now in comes Matoma Man, slowing down Mad, and Valix, he's so low. Like 1 TP in from Prophet. You see Bulldog, he's hunting for the kill. Mad's going to TP out, and Bulldog, he actually sprouts the wrong area. Same time Boogie's walking down, amplification on him, they'll disrupt him up. Boogie does not want to stick here. 2 attacks from Bulldog and he'll find the kill. And now he's realizing Valix in the tree line, takes out 1, doesn't turn around for Boogie, however, realizes he's dead. So I suppose makes the best of a bad situation, but potentially could have made that a twofer.
Or is Storm stealing the stack?
I think Storm's stealing the kill. He jumps in for the SD, and the Tumberman can't stop him. Pycat will TP out to safety.
I expected them to TP him earlier, because he has the reach that they need, and if he bypasses the creep wave, they react too lately. But with Slaughter there, they were able to get in a pretty good position next to the T2. Nice dodges by the Keeper Light.
And you've still got this split push battle that can continue forever. Because Admiral Bulldog's already farming up, and the jump will come from Pycat. Sees Valix, the Keeper of the Light's the easiest target, especially when Man's that close. So you get the pick off, you keep the man advantage going your way, and you keep that split push up.
Yeah, I mean, just...
But there's Loda on the top lane. Rupture in for the right, and he just TP's out. Disruption will cancel that, but at the same time, that means the right doesn't do his damage. The cross will tell him with that blade mail. Loda doesn't want a part of this, but he's already dead. The Bloodseeker will end up claiming the kill here. Is she going to group up? Is it a smoke move? It is. And they're coming into the Radiant jungle. Master one on the front lines, but they find the Templar move. That's the biggest kill they can possibly get right now next to the Templar Assassin, and they're going to look for 2. So moving down to Boogie, allowing the Templar to be controlled up by Arcade, and well, he'll go for the Blood Right, but Loda will survive it until Trixie comes with the Rocket Barrage. The Illumina to help out the Templar Assassin, taking out Admiral Bulldog. A big kill for him, especially if he can back it up with a kill on Admiral Bulldog. They keep running out here, the Blinding Light, the recalls, whatever they've got, they can push him back out of here as he goes into the tree line, and it's just straight TP out. He's actually home and host.
Sentry that okay. They can't kill it that quickly, and call down, rupture, all these spells.
Okay, having to stand his ground here. He knew he was dead until the Treant walked in. So now the vision is there for Alliance, and there's going to be a bigger wave of Treants coming in. The call down over on Mad. He's the most experienced one from Roshan. Killed by the tire! Loda got in, he snapped his egg. He actually grabbed the egg of the Immortal out front of their fingers, and you've lost your 2 major cores. The Crush will be off target, but the Orchid Trap with the Sprout, they'll do the work in Alliance. Now is the fight they wanted. Trixie will be pulled back in, and it is a team wipe for the price of the Night Stalker, which 4AFC tried to initiate on while they were doing Roshan. I think they're taking the bait, because they were meant to come and defend this and then jump in from behind. At the same time, that should come with Tumbleman out of position, so the Bloodseeker's going to go down. You get the rupture off from Loda. Loda won't join this fight quickly, but it doesn't matter. You've still got Pycat and Mad at the front lines. Now Admiral Bulldog's beating them down. He's also going for the Classico build. It's the old-fashioned Shadow Blade build over on Nature's Prophet. as a valuable item over on the Prophet, but now TP the front lines, looking for that Sprout, they can control up Trixie, they've already got the kill over on Varlix, and they just move from one to the next, diving into the tier 3 tower, while the tier 2 is still alive on the top lane. This game really belongs to Alliance.
I wonder if the other team...
So you've got even more armor. We're not going for that Scythe of Ice style build.
It's really useful for ganks, but it's not useful for team fights. And
long jump up by the Storm Spirit, finding Boogie. He can't even get a purge off for a disruption. There's a haste rune as well over on Pycat, hence he's searching for the secondary kill, if it's possible. Admiral Bulldog getting a bit of vision over on Trixie, into the corner, and Trixie coming back out again. Blink, Crush, they do have everything else to throw at him, but really, they don't need to throw everything at him. Maybe Mad? Nope, even that's going to be denied as he TPs away. So you get 2 quick kills.
And take it any way they want.
So just keep farming and wait for next Roshan and then go.
Yeah, keep farming, look for good fights. They have better reach, and if Mad dies, it's not a big deal. And they have to be prepared for this, which is happening.
Yeah. So you lose your support, nice. So, okay, Admiral Bulldog, you bring Dust, it's like, okay, goes directly in from the top of him. The Orchid's over on the top of him too, so he can't really help out. The Blade Mail's making it so they can't instantly pick him up, but then the Shiva's guy goes to work. There is a quick blood ride, but Admiral Bulldog stands his ground on Arcade. Okay, he may still sound like traps, but they pick up Nemphy, throw him back down again. Again, they are looking for some level of reveal. The Sprout, the Remnants, they'll take care of the rest. And in fact, he's going to one charge up the cooldown, arriving in from Trixie, battling up against Admiral Bulldog. And well, he's in trouble until all of a sudden, Silver Edge. He'll survive for the moment. Pycat, Fate Bomb from RK actually slowing down that damage, or at least reducing the damage into Pycat, sacrifices himself for it. And Pycat's got enough for one last jump if the attack does come in. Slaughter, well, he ends up killing off Keeper of the Light in the meantime on a different lane. And Pycat, you know, his mana, he doesn't really have a hell of a lot. With the Shiva's gun, he can throw down Trixie, and Admiral Bulldog's already back in the fight. And that's what it's all about. Silver Rays to attack in, so it's already been broken on one. Trixie will end up going down, Pycat remaining alive, and they see Nemphy in the trees. Trigger off the Dust this time around, he'll blink away, and they kept vision of him for just a moment. Now with the Revenant up, and the Sprout, and the Traps, every bit of vision they've got thrown into the tree line. So TA will finally drop an Alliance, extending that lead now 26-9.
The only reason that fight went like kind of bad for Alliance is because they didn't have a reveal the first time.
Pretty well renowned for their Roshan plays, that you give them Dire 2 games in a row, and now you're going to lose one on top. Matoma moves down.
I mean, a lot of people prefer Radiant though, especially for like the mid heroes that they played, this Shadow Fiend and the TA, because they have better access to neutrals. On top of that, TA, I think Radiant Ancients are much easier to do. So, I mean, I can understand their side preference.
Loda instantly regretted his decision to run in. And he triggers the BKB, which stops the homing missile from getting the stun. He's still going to get hit by that call down. And the Blink Dagger, double crush for him on both the supports. You've already lost the Gyrocopter as well. And now it's all down to the last player of 4AFC. It's the Templar Assassin, and he's down for the count as well. 31-9. It just feels like every single fight's going the way of Alliance. They just don't have the creep wave in mid just yet.
And push down all the towers. Last game they had huge issues pushing down towers.
The disruption's keeping him alive for now, but the Sprout was holding him there. Pycat jumped in, but they're battling up against the Blade Mail to start with. And then ended up getting weighted out by the SD disruption of all things. So they pull out and then they go back in again. The first hit bash from Loda. He really has been having such a great time on this Slaughter. And Trixie, he'll be the next one. Keep it the light will fight back, but it's an absolute massacre here in the middle lane. Alliance is just tearing apart the mid-racks, as well as the 4ASC lineup. You can have your buybacks, but Alliance, they can just retreat. They just took mid-racks, and already Bulldog is going directly in for Roshan. You can see his damage potential. But it's like 4ASC never got a chance to use that potential. Like the combo wasn't there. You're drafting something which is great for teamfight, great for pickoffs, and you're never getting the chance because things like this happen. You get picked off, you're not the ones who are calling the shots, and Alliance don't care. They're just going right under tier 3 towers, and they know they can push the issue. Pycat's still with a damn Aegis the Immortal, and 22 Bloodstone charges. It's an instant respawn, so he knows he can just turn, fight. Mad looks like he was TPing out as a base, but now Matoma, they've lost everything, and I think that's actually the game right there, because you're going to lose your bottom racks, you're going to buy back by the Templar Assassin. You're not playing for any, like we don't have a time limit on any of these games for the international qualifiers. The 4AFC, they're fighting to the end.
What is the tiebreaker?
It's just you guys play best of one, I believe. but it's only if you draw up. But with the way the group stage with the points works, it's actually quite difficult to get a tie. Which was the reason why I designed this one, probably. But there's 2 sets of practice for Alliance. I just don't, like, there's just no more joy from me. Like, you get a Vladimir's offering now being able to be picked up from the Radiant Stalker, from the Night Stalker, if you can get close enough for it. I mean, that's going to flat out the courier, alright. But Alliance just, like, they can't be stopped. Like, there really is no way they can be stopped here. Like, for instance, he got one last play, like, one last thing. Bloodseeker's now spawned up. This is it. Like, if it doesn't work now, it's never going to work. The Crush catching out too. Trixie as well. Barley. The Blood Rise actually a double because Rubik ended up stealing that one. And 3 heroes down. Alliance don't lose anything. But Tolerman's on the run, but the Sprout keeps the vision up on him. They've lost 4. They're about to lose 5. Templar hasn't been dragged unwillingly away from her own base. And even the Storm Spirit's got himself a Desolator just because it's cheap stuff that does the damage. Good game, man. Good game.
Fantastic overall performance by Alliance. Pike at 15 kills, 13 assists, 0 deaths, 29 charges, about as far as the Storm Spirit can be at this stage of the game.
This is so different to our first game, I think. Like, plus 40k advantage at the end of the match, it's as quick and as brutal. And can't GG because of time rating. There is no time rating, Trixie! That's the key code. Oh, man. Good game. Good game. Boys, thoughts?
Hi. How are we doing, gentlemen? So, yeah, that game, a lot more tenacious from Alliance. But the one thing